Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner.
Good day, learners! Welcome to our General Mathematics class. Today, we will have another lesson that you will surely enjoy. Let me just remind you that at the end of this lesson, you are going to illustrate and symbolize propositions. To start with, let me check how far did you understand the lesson last time. Let me check. In this exercise, identify whether the following statements are true or false. Write true if the underlined words are correct for the statement. Otherwise, write the correct words to make the statement correct. Let's have number 1. Business loans are money used to finance a business or to start a new business. Yes, the answer is true. Next. Credit cards and car loans are example of business loans. Yes, that is false. So we are going to change the underlined word to consumer loans. Guarantors are the assets used to secure a loan which include real estates or investments. Yes, it is false. So we are going to change the underlined words to correct, collateral. Consumer loan has higher interest rate than business loan. Yes, change higher to lower. Very good. Next. Consumer loan has longer term of payment than business loan. Yes, you are right. That is true. Now, before we go on, pause for a while and play this game. All you have to do is to read the listed sentences and tell whether each sentence is a fact or a bluff. To make it more informative, you may search about each given topic and tell the reason why it is a fact and a bluff. So let's have number 1. You are taller in the morning than in the evening. Is it a fact or a bluff? Okay, yes, the answer is fact. What is the reason? Yes, according to science, when we sleep at night, the cartilage has a chance to rest and goes back to its normal size. On average, we are about 1 centimeter taller in the morning than we are at night. Next, there are more right-handed people than left-handed ones. Yes, correct. It is a fact. Why? What is the reason? Studies suggest that approximately 90% of people are right-handed. Left-handedness is far less common than right-handedness. Studies suggest that approximately 10% of people are left-handed. Mixed-handedness or cross-dominance is the change of hand preference between different tasks. Next, sourness is a taste in the tip of the tongue. Is it a fact or a bluff? It is a bluff. Why? Now, based in our map tongue, sour is located at the sides of our tongue, not in the tip of our tongue. So, it is a bluff. Next, number 4. Melatonin gives color to our skin. Is it a fact or a bluff? Yes, correct. It is a bluff. Why? Presence of melatonin causes skin darkening. It affects the skin in some animals, but it does not change the skin color of humans. Now, with this activity, in relation to our lesson for this morning, which is proposition, which means is a declarative sentence that is either true or false but not both. And a true proposition has a truth value of true, otherwise its truth value is false. Now, what did you notice in our activity which is fact or a bluff? What did you notice about the given sentences? Yes, very good. The given sentences are declarative sentences. That's either true or false, but not both. How about, how did we determine each sentences which are fact or a bluff? Yes, we search for the truth value of each sentences. Just like in our lesson this morning, how are we going to know if a sentence or a statement is a proposition? So the first condition is, it should be a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both. And the true proposition has a truth value of true, otherwise its truth value is false. Okay. Then oftentimes, a small letter is used to denote a proposition. And proposition may read as, A is the proposition, it is getting clearer. So if a sentence is a proposition, it may be read as A, for example this one, A is the proposition, it is getting clearer. Moreover, a sequence of propositions may be denoted by P sub 1, P sub 2, and P sub 3, and so on. Now, let's take these following examples. What you have to do is to determine if each sentence is a proposition or not. If it is, give its truth value. Let's have number 1. We have Mindanao is an island in the Philippines. Is it a proposition or not? Okay, write down your answer in the comment box. Yes, correct. It is a proposition. Now, illustrate the truth value of this sentence if it is a proposition. Okay? The sentence is a declarative sentence, which is correct. And the truth value is, we all know in our Philippine geography, there are 3 islands of the Philippines. We have Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So, one of it is Mindanao. So, therefore, the truth value of this declarative sentence is true. So, therefore, it is a proposition. So, A is the proposition, Mindanao is an island in the Philippines. Next, forgive and forget. Do you think this is a proposition or not? What is your answer, guys? Yes, it is not a proposition. Why? Because the sentence is an imperative sentence. Remember that a proposition should be a declarative sentence. So be careful in identifying the sentence if it is a declarative, imperative, interrogative, or so on. Next, we have happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is it a proposition or not? Yes, correct. It is not a proposition. Why? Because the sentence is an exclamatory sentence. Okay, are you getting in? Okay, yes, very good. Next, never mind. I am just joking. Is this a proposition or not? Yes, it is not a proposition, although it is a declarative sentence. But be cautious. Notice that the statement cannot be true nor false. Why? If the statement is true, it cannot be because the speaker is telling a joke. Okay? Then, if it is false, it cannot be either because the person is speaking the truth. Okay? So, the sentence is not a proposition. Next, my seatmate will get a perfect score in the logic scam. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Okay, very good. So, it is a proposition. Now, will you illustrate the truth value of this sentence if you said that it is a proposition? Yes. Aside from being a declarative sentence, the truth value, this one, will only known after the logic exam. Nonetheless, it can be either be true or false, but not both. Okay, so that's it. Now, let's have another example. Consider the following sentences. Write P if it is a proposition and NP if not. Okay, let's have this one. The largest continent is Asia. Is it a proposition P or not a proposition NP? Yes, correct. It is a proposition. Now, what is the truth value of this sentence if you said that is a proposition? Yes, correct. The largest continent is Asia is a proposition because in the geography, in our geography, okay, has 7 continents. We have 7 continents, and one of it is Asia. And we all know that Asia is the largest continent among all the 7 continents. So that sentence is a proposition. Next, do I need to wash my hands regularly? Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, it is not a proposition. Very good. Why? What is the reason why it's not a proposition? Yes, because the sentence is an interrogative sentence. Okay? Next, occipital is the part of our brain responsible for vision, so we have to be sure that it's taken care of. Is this a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, very good. It is a proposition. Now, illustrate the truth value of this proposition. Yes. It is a declarative sentence. Now, based from your science subject, okay, based from what you have learned in your science subject, the occipital lobe is the back part of the brain that is involved for vision. Okay, so that is a proposition. So therefore, C is the proposition, occipital is the part of our brain responsible for vision, so we have to be sure that is taken care of. Next, happy birthday, Inay. Is this a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, it is not a proposition because obviously the sentence is an exclamatory sentence. Okay. Next, the longest bone in the body is the femur. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, very good. It is a proposition. Now, Illustrate the truth value of this proposition. It is a declarative sentence, and then again, based on what you have learned on your science subject, femur bone is the longest and strongest bone in the body, which is located in the thigh. And it spans the hip and knee joints and helps maintain upright posture by supporting the skeleton. Okay, so are you getting in with our lesson class? Yes, okay. Now, to sum up with today's lesson, try to answer this exercise by filling in the blanks. A proposition is a blank sentence. What word we are going to write on the blank? A proposition is a blank sentence. Yes, a proposition is a declarative sentence. It may either be, yes, correct, it might be true or, yes, false, but not both. It is denoted by a what? Yes, it is denoted by a small letter. And a true proposition has a truth value of, yes, correct, truth value of true. And a false proposition has a truth value of, yes, correct, it is false. A false proposition has a truth value of false. Okay, very good class. Now, let me just ask you this one. I think you are familiar with it. Okay. Now, how will you describe the so-called marites of this generation? How will you describe the so-called marites of this generation? Okay, yes. So when we say marites class, it has become the national nickname for every Filipino netizen who is enthusiastically digging up, keeping track of every new issue, rumor, and bizarre thing they come across on social media. Okay, so alam naman natin na pag sinabi natin marites, they are the one who are spreading news, okay, spreading news, spreading point of view, but we are not sure if these news are, or statement, okay, they are spreading, are true or false. So what do you think, or do you think that marites, okay, marites has a good impact to us? Okay, do you think that marites has a good impact to us? Okay, it can be yes or it can be no. It can be true or can be false. But whatever it takes, okay, always remember that in every situation, we must learn to validate each statement, information, and issue that we encounter, whether it has a true value or none, so that we could respond accordingly and to avoid miscommunication. Okay. Now, let's have this another example. Going back to our lesson, so consider the following sentences. Write P if it is a proposition and NP if not. There are 10 years in a decade and 100 years in a century. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, correct. It is a proposition. Because as we all know, the truth value is every 10 years is a 1 decade and 100 years is a 1 century. Next, are you done with your modules? Okay, are you done with your modules? By the way, class, are you done with your modules? Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, correct. It is not a proposition. Why? Yes, very good. It is an interrogative sentence. The sentence is an interrogative sentence. Next, 25 is 1/4 of 100. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, very good. It is a proposition. Because the truth value of it, okay, if you are going to divide 100 into 4, 1/4 of it is 25. Okay. Next, if x plus 3 is equal to 10, then x is equal to 7. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, it is a proposition. Very good. The truth value is the equation holds true if you substitute the given value in the equation. Will you try to substitute x is equal to 7 on the equation x plus 3 is equal to 10? Is it that the equation will be true? Okay. Then next, fish is rich in protein and vitamin D helps the body effectively absorb calcium. Is it a proposition or not a proposition? Yes, correct. Very good. It is a proposition. Okay. So, that's it. How to determine or identify a statement or a sentence which is a proposition. Now, let me ask you this one, class. Do you think proposition can be applied to some learning areas? Just like in science, in TLE, in English, and so on and so forth. Do you think proposition, can we apply this one in some learning areas? Yes, we can apply this proposition to some learning or to all learning areas. Let me give you an example. For example, your TLE teacher, okay, your TLE teacher tasks you to answer a quiz which is true or false. And one item of it, the sentence is, let's take this example. The fish is rich in protein and vitamin D helps the body effectively absorb calcium. Okay, is it true or false? Okay, from there, way back to your lesson about the group of foods, we have go, grow, and glow. Isn't it that fish is under the grow foods? And we all know that grow foods are foods that are rich in protein. So from there, you already knew the truth value of that sentence. So meaning to say, on that particular task, you already applied proposition by identifying the truth value of that sentence. Okay? Okay, yes. We can apply proposition to all learning areas. Now, let's take this exercise. Choose the letter of the correct answer and identify only the proposition among the choices. Okay, so you are going to do is to identify only the proposition among the choices. Number 1, letter A. Are there 60 seconds in a minute? B. Has anybody seen the throne of God? C. Light travels 186,000 miles per second. And D. Though God may be physically far from us, He is near when His obedient servant prays. So what is your answer? Which among the choices is a proposition? Yes, very good. We have letter D. Next, number 2. Letter A. Does it break your heart? Does it break your heart? Be thankful for being alive. Take courage and have a happy heart. The heart pumps blood throughout the body and it keeps us alive. Which among the choices is a proposition? Yes, very good. It's letter D. Next, letter A, don't pollute the air. Letter B, the brain needs oxygen. Letter C, be grateful for the priceless air we take in. And letter D, have you thanked God for the air we breathe? So among the choices, identify the only proposition. Yes, correct. It's letter B. Next, number 4. Letter A, good job, students. Be proud of hard work. Letter C, are you working, student? Letter D, when a learner studies well, opportunities knock later. Which among the choices is a proposition? Yes, very good. We have letter D. Next, number 5. Letter A, what is your name? Letter B, good day, everybody. Letter C, the Philippines is located in East Asia. And letter D, can we kill the virus by just washing our hands regularly? Which among the choices is a proposition? Yes, very good. It's letter C. The Philippines is located in East Asia. Okay, so you are doing great, guys. So do you have any question? Now, if you have questions and clarification, just message me personally, or you can chat in our group, or you can message me in our group chat so that I could address your concerns immediately. Okay? So with that, this is your assignment. Create an informative poster on healthy lifestyle. The poster should involve at least three propositions. So please be guided on the given rubrics. But anyway, class, the rubrics can be also found in your module. Okay? So after you're done with your assignment, you can submit your assignment through this link. Okay? And then you can also scan the QR code. And it will be directly, get you in the link. Okay, so with that, I am Teacher Leonard. Thank you so much. Happy learning, everyone.
Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning into CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner.